Morning, work diver. Good to see you, man. Sorry, I'm just kind of marking out some levels here. Um, Gonna get rid of those two levels there. Clean up this chart a little bit. Just really want to have. Let's see. So I'll keep that level, and we know where the lows are. So. Next level is 279.33, roughly. And 281.94. I'll put in 281.94. That's going to be a pretty solid breakup. Come on. Okay. Oops. That was probably the one I just Okay. All right, guys. So I'll tell you what. SPY is just continuing to make a bullish move. It's continuing. It is really continuing. Here's the thing, though. This is kind of what I'm thinking, and you guys can tell me what you think. First of all, good morning, Sagar. Oil will have volume today. Yep, that's right. We got the meeting between Saudi Arabia and Russia. Absolutely. Yep. OXY, I do have that on watch right here below Starbucks, and I'll probably be moving that up actually. And yeah, Tesla is always good. Tesla's always good. It's good today too. I've been noticing that it's kind of doing its own thing, even separate from the SPY. At least yesterday, I was noticing that. It's just kind of resting on that one moving average. But anyway, we'll get to all that. So here's a theory. Here's a theory, and I need to go ahead and move this. Keep moving that up. It's going to be the pre-market high, and then let's see. We've basically got the pre-market lows already marked. It marked back on that 270 level that I had already marked out from days prior. Okay. Oh, TLSA. Got you. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. And we'll address that too. I'll take a look at TLSA. So, there's a couple ways to look at this. Now we are starting to butt up on some pretty critical areas that have some historical that are providing historical points of support and resistance, or I should say of previous support that was resistance and even previous resistance. So, but what I'm thinking is, with going into a 3-day weekend and not knowing what could happen in 3 days, I cannot see too much of this market being bought up. Now at the same time, after seeing this previous day's candle, I couldn't see this happening. So still yet, we're in a place where, who knows? But I'll tell you what I will be looking for. And what will give me a little bit more confidence in taking a bearish position is if I see a significant drop on SPY. If I see a significant drop and it starts breaking down, especially through this key area, this 270 level, and it holds below there, I'll feel pretty bearish about that. If it keeps getting bought up, I'm just going to kind of sit on the sidelines unless I find another stock where there's divergence. In other words, if SPY is just getting bought up, but then some of these other stocks start dropping, even though SPY is getting bought up, I'm definitely going to jump on those stocks. Okay, but SPY is moving. SPY is on a tear, and the next level that we're looking for it to break through is 279.33. 279.33. Okay, so that's kind of the next level, 279.33, and if it breaks up through that, then it's very possible that we're going to go to all the way up to the 280s, 281.94, and we could be on a short squeeze right now. This could just be a continuation of people who were so bearish on the market because of the economy, because of everything going on, that they're getting squeezed out. This could be a lot of people buying themselves out of their short positions. I don't know. But what I do know is that, here's the thing. When it comes to Fibonacci retracement tools, I do not typically get involved with those. You've never seen me really implement those on my charts. But in looking at, knowing that there is something to say for the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, there is something to say about that. And I've seen the markets respect a lot of those levels on many occasions. And this is one of those times where if you bring it into play with the SPY, we are at about a 50% retracement. Okay. And there is oftentimes resistance there. But again, nothing in this market surprises me. I mean, it could just blow. I mean, for all we know, SPY could just get bought all the way up to all-time highs. I mean, do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't. But I mean, given what we've seen in the last several weeks, I don't put it past anything. I just don't. So I'm going to be very careful. Going to be very careful. But before we get into the list here, I'll go ahead and check out TLSA. Sagar was talking about that. So, okay. So I mean, it's a newer IPO'd stock. What's the news on it? Let's see. TLSA. 10 million float. Develops novel investigational treatment for patients infected with COVID. Okay. All right. So it's a COVID related type thing. Here's what I would have to see. Me personally, I would have to see a breakout of 5. I'd have to see a breakout of 5, and let's see where we are. You know, so I'd be willing to, and it's looking like on the daily 627. Is that the high? Is that the high on the daily? 627. So here's the thing. We had a massive buy up, but we have not been able to make a higher high. We've done nothing but formed higher lows. I mean, this kind of came up to this point, but had a massive fail. So I don't really think there's too much. And even if it does, I'll set an alert if it breaks 5. Even if it does break 5, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to jump right in at the break of 5. I would probably wait to see if this builds momentum through the day. So I will. I'll put that in the alerts for sure. But let's just say, just alert me if you get over $5. And until then, I'm not going to pay attention. I've also got an alert on NVAX because I want to know. Yeah, I think the highs from yesterday was like 1822 or 1825 or something like that. So if it hits 1820, I am going to want to know about it. And I put myself a little note here. It says daily breakout. So that'll be important. IQ, you know, I'm still wondering if IQ is going to start getting hammered and lose a lot of its value. So I said, you know, if it hits 1589, I'm going to want to watch for a critical break at 1570, and I would be willing to maybe jump in there with some shares. And then APA, I'm going to want to know if we get to the ask at 920. So, but that kind of comes in line with the whole oil news and stuff. But those are not on my list, and I'm not going to put TLSA on my list, but I do have alerts set for them. CLSK. Wow, looks like that's making some moves. 426,000 in volume. Wow, this is a previous runner for sure. This is a previous runner. This could potentially do some damage. Let's see what the news is on CLSK. So CLSK. CLSK. Nothing. I'm not finding anything. It's not even on FinViz. Is this? Let's see. Let me know if you found anything on it, Sagar. CleanSpark Inc. CleanSpark creates joint venture relationship with international partners to import PPE for hospitals fighting the COVID-19 epidemic. Okay. I still don't know. Let's see what. It's not giving me any information. I don't know how much, you know, of a float this is. Can you locate shares? No. This could be interesting. We've got some levels to break out. So, I'd be interested if it broke through this 100-day moving average. There's a lot here that it's got to break through. So we'll say if it breaks up past 1430, I want to be alerted to this. So we'll go ahead and put that in. CLSK alert me at, we'll even say 450. I'd be interested. to see where it goes at the break of 5. So, okay. Float is 3 million shares. Okay, good. And Mark is asking about American Airlines. So here's the thing. American Airlines, keep in mind, it's going to follow suit with the SPY. We have marked out here on the SPY. I've got the pre-market highs mapped out. There's also a level that it could climb up to, and that level is 279.33. So if it breaks pre-market highs and starts its way up towards 279.33, and if it breaks 279.33, the next line after that is going to be 281.94. It's gonna go towards the 280s, and if that happens, then yeah, I'm definitely going to remain bullish on American Airlines. I would definitely remain bullish, and I think American Airlines is a good one to trade. But if SPY starts getting tanked and getting wrecked out the gates, American Airlines is going to be a great short. Now, one that I'm looking at this morning, and this may be the one that I watch the closest out the gates, because I think it's possible to get enough of a move. So Disney has gapped up, and Disney Plus subscriber gains, top bullish forecasts. They topped 50 million subscribers in just 5 months. Okay, and so a lot of people are jumping on that right now, especially people who are stuck at home and they've got kids and that sort of thing. So this could remain bullish, but it's one of those things where, again, just like I said on TLSA, I mean, it gapped up and it's just kind of been selling off. Now, if it does break out through 109 and if SPY is strong, I will consider taking a long position. But I'm also considering jumping in here if the spreads can remain relatively small, and if it seems like it's taking a bearish tone, I would be willing to jump in with maybe even 300 shares on this. And of course, I would take profit quickly on the first bit of those shares, and then I would let the rest ride and see if we could get a good $2 or $3 move, and that would be a day maker for me, and I think I would quit at that point. But anyway, Big Lots has been getting bought up. There was some news on that. Now, not a ton of volume, obviously, in pre-market, and it's not something I would really mess with unless the volume picked up on it. But Big Lots announces, this was yesterday, $725 million sale leaseback agreement. Investor group responds to sale. Transaction announced by Big Lots. So it's got a little bit of news here, but it's gained a lot of value, guys. Look at this. I mean, we're talking a $4 move, and again, if now this one has been making higher highs, so it's in an uptrend right now. But I would be, as a short bias trader, I would be looking for it to break probably the 1850 levels. And I think I could at least get a good scalping move down to 18. But if it continued to go, we could see a really good solid retracement on it today, at least back down to the 1730 levels. So, and maybe more. So we could lose a couple bucks on it. I'm not going to go long on Big Lots. Again, what I'm waiting for on Big Lots is I'm waiting for increased volume and a break of 1850. And as a matter of fact, I probably would, I'm probably going to take it off the list. And I'm going to go ahead and just put in an alert at 1860 on the bid and say, watch for break of 1850. So it's a little note to self there. And then I'll remove it from the list. So Starbucks is another one. I'm not really, I haven't done the best with Starbucks in the past, but I've done okay with Starbucks from time to time. And so there was something with Starbucks today. Let's see, what was it? Starbucks says earnings cut in half as pandemic sinks sales. There, we've got the jobless claims report this morning. Futures dip ahead of weekly jobless claims, and despite the futures dipping, the SPY is still. I mean, look at this. The SPY is just. This is why I have no clue how this is happening right now, and nobody does. Nobody does. As a matter of fact, one thing I felt good about yesterday, because there's some other day traders that I follow out there, people who are a lot smarter than me. They've been doing this a lot longer than me, and it was very encouraging for me to hear other highly professional day traders talking about this move yesterday. There's a lot of people that have been completely stumped by this move, and so I know I'm not the only one. And that gave me a little bit of comfort knowing that, okay, at least I'm thinking like a professional trader. But so I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, if SPY continues to go on a tear, it doesn't matter what kind of bad news is out, but I will keep Starbucks around because I want to, again, it's kind of like this thing with Disney or some of these other stocks. If SPY continues to get bought up, but there's a divergence between Disney or between Starbucks or Oxy or whatever, I'm jumping in. I'm going to jump in because one thing I know for sure is I have done really well on stocks that have been diverging from, or kind of working on their own despite what the SPY was doing. So anyway, ZM's another one. I was waiting for a flat top breakdown here yesterday, guys, and I ended up getting out of it. And then there was this massive squeeze, and then it ended up just completely tanking. It went from 126 basically all the way down to 112. I mean, can you believe that? It's incredible. And I scalped it a couple times and made a little bit of money on it. It was great, but I mean, what a dump. And so, but here still yet on the daily, it's making higher lows and it's holding this 50-day moving average. So it does currently have a $105 price target. So I don't know, but everybody and their mother seems to be using Zoom right now. So I don't know. And CVX wrecked me yesterday. But that was a total fluke. CVX has normally been really good to me, and so I'm just going to keep that there at the bottom of the list. But again, out the gates, I'm going to be watching Disney. I'm going to be watching Starbucks. Going to be watching Oxy, and that's pretty much it. I mean, maybe obviously Boeing and Zoom I'll keep on the back burner as well. So, and I'm actually going to move Oxy down below Zoom. So that'll kind of be one of the last ones that I keep my eye on. And I've got alerts set on several other stocks as we already went over. So Sagar says, I think SPY is moving in anticipation for the oil meeting. Yeah, and that's the thing. We have to think about what's already priced in. We have to think about what's already priced in. It's kind of like buy the hype, sell the news. Okay, so unless there's any kind of major significant reporting that is just outside of the realm of what anybody's expecting, I really believe that this is going to get sold off today. The only thing that even keeps me from thinking that the SPY could get sold off from today is because of how the SPY has been behaving recently. It's as irrational as anything I've ever seen in the markets. It's very volatile right now, the markets, guys, and so I don't know, but CNSP, let's look at CNSP. All right, so this is a newer IPO'd stock. It looks like it'll have a breakout past 569. It could have a breakout past 569. Let's see what the news is on CNSP. 6 million share float, 6.5 million share float. Anyway, WPD Pharmaceuticals reports active. Okay, partners with CNS Pharmaceuticals on drug development for coronavirus. Okay, so it's more corona news, and it'd be cool to know, or cool to see a breakout here. But I would be very careful with any recently IPO'd stock. I mean, this has only been out for what, 6 months. Got to be careful for, and they can be really spready. As you can see, this one is kind of spready. I would be, man, handle with care, handle with care. I would be interested if this could break out past 550, but I want to see a clean breakout. So I'm going to set this to like 580 and see if we could get in anticipation of the break of 6. So I will set that there. Problem with setting too many alerts, guys, is that they can all go off at once, and so hopefully that won't happen. But anyway, guys, I'm going to turn it back to Disney here. Going to be watching the SPY. SPY looks like it's getting a rejection, but I'm not going to take anything right out the gates. I'm going to wait. But anyway, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back, and we'll be ready to go. Bell's going to ring in about 1 minute. Guys, I'm sorry. I just realized I had the mic on mute this whole entire time. My apologies. Okay. We need to see a turnaround on Disney. I'm considering adding to my position unless it breaks VWAP. I mean, it's got to have a confirmed break above VWAP, by the way. So, only in 50 shares right now. SPY is being bought up, but I've seen some divergence between the SPY and Disney, so I'm not too concerned with it. See if we can get a break back through 16 or 106. There we go. There we go. See if we can get a move down. Come on. Come on, Bears. Step it up. Step it up, Bears. There you go. That's nice. Nice little move there. Okay, going to come out half. There we go. And I will consider adding the break of 105. There we go. Good continued move to the downside. Okay, 105.40 is where I will consider adding, unless I have to come out. I'd like to see this on a 2-minute, even a 5-minute. Okay, I'm going to come out for now. But yeah, if it breaks, yeah, 40, I'll jump back in. SPY's getting bought up. So, sorry, Work Diver. Yeah, I just saw that. My bad. Good morning, Yoni B. Okay, SPY is going up towards pre-market highs right now. Really want to see Disney get a sell-off here down through the 105.40s. Bears are defending 106. Doing it really well, too. They're doing it really well. Bulls are having a really hard time breaking up heavily into the 106 areas. Just a lot of selling, guys. But SPY is about to break pre-market highs, so we want to be careful with that. Anything can happen. A lot of these stocks will oftentimes, end up following what the SPY is doing, so it doesn't really matter what they're doing on their own. SPY's breaking. Disney holding below VWAP so far. I think it'd be worth taking this trade. If we get a confirmation close below VWAP, I'll tell you what, it's diverging from the SPY right now. SPY is breaking out. Disney is still just not getting a lot of buyers. So okay, let's see about getting back in here. See if we can get some resolution to the downside. Nope, they're defending it. Come out half my shares there. See a good solid move down. SPY's pushing hard, guys. But Disney is still selling off, which is what I like to see. SPY's on a tear right now. It's breaking through that key daily level at 279. It's going to start going up towards the 280s. So that could be huge. That could be huge for the SPY. But if Disney keeps diverting from what SPY is doing, I'm going to be ready to get out, though. I am going to be ready to get out. If it starts popping up and getting bought up, I'm going to get out. Okay. Looks like it's going to test VWAP. Yep, there it goes. So, got out. See if it gets a VWAP fail. Starbucks doing the same thing. Bowen doing the same thing. Bowen is really following SPY right now. Oxy is doing the same thing. CVX, more so. See where we are on the 5-minute. Okay, so we've got to see a significant drop. So SPY right now broke through the levels at 279.33. Let's see if this is going to end up just dropping again. See if we can go ahead and get in for the anticipation of that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come out half just in case. There we go. Okay. Disney's losing its levels. Let's see. Is it? Can we get that push? Can we get that push? Come on. Bulls are defending it. They want to keep it up in the 106s. It's going to be interesting, guys. SPY's pulling back right now. There we go. Disney's losing. Disney's losing. I'm going to add at the break of 105.50. Okay, missed the ad, but I went ahead and threw it in there at 105.73. Okay, coming out. Coming out, don't want to get snapped back on. But I will consider adding again. Let's look on the 2 minute here, and then the 1 minute. Yeah, I will consider adding again. And then if we get a break of 105.33, I will definitely add. I want to get a little bit more of a pullback. I'm pretty sure Disney's going down, guys. I'm pretty sure at this moment Disney is going to go down. So I would really like a pullback, but I'll add into the break if I have to at 33. Okay, I'm going to get in with anticipation of that break. I'll get out if I have to. APA has reached 920 for those of you interested in APA. See if we get this continuation. Come on. Okay, coming out half. Disney's getting bought right back up. Is this genuine though? No way that's a genuine buy up. It's got to be a short squeeze. But just in case, we'll remove another half. Could just be chop fest at this moment. Could have been a short squeeze, guys. Let's look at the 2 minute. Could just be chop. But if it comes over 35, I'm going to have to get out. If it comes up into the 30s, I'll have to get out. Let's get back in. 105.91 is the average. Ooh, come on. See a continuation. Okay, coming out. 63 shares at 106.05. Okay, I got to come out. All right. Just be patient with this one. See what happens. Don't want to get caught in any kind of chop. And right now that seems to be what I'm getting caught in. So, yeah, it's chopping around. It's definitely choppy. Boeing's a little choppy. Starbucks. Sell pressure's died off. Doesn't mean it can't sell though. Is it going to shoot up over VWAP? And if so, is it going to get a confirmation close over VWAP? Those are the two questions. So SPY right now has broken through the 279.33 level. So I've got that marked. And then the next level up is 281.94. So yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I still see a little divergence between the SPY and Disney, but the SPY is about to start cranking up, so it'd be interesting to see if Disney sells off. If Disney sells off while SPY is doing that. But I still feel like Disney's going to get a sell-off today. Yeah, if it can't break 107, I think if it breaks 107, it would be wise to get out just to make sure that it doesn't break Hive Day and go on a tear. Could be just a big chop fest today, though. Where's the high of that candle? 648. So I guess 106.65 would be a good exit. Okay. Gonna come out. Looks like it's gonna. Looks like it's fall. It is starting to follow the SPY a little. So what I really want to see is a rejection of all this VWAP junk going on right now, and wait for it to start coming back around. But right now, SPY is going on a tear, and it's I mean, it's reaching for that 281.94 daily level, a very strong level at 281.94 on the SPY. So gonna come off of Disney for right now. Gonna see if there's anything else that's moving. That's interesting. It's a divergence between CVX and SPY. Okay, Starbucks is on its own little tear. Looks like it's going for a daily breakout at 72.48. So it may try to get to those levels. Man, I should have taken that trade. Daily breakout. Look at that. Man, what a tear. I thought about doing it too. I just didn't. So next breakout point is I think 75. Looks like we could get it here. Unibee out Disney. Yeah, I'm out Disney too. Sager CLSK. It'd be interesting to see if we could get a move here on Starbucks. SPY looks like it's turning around. 2269, 2274. This could be a breakout. Is it gonna hold? No. Oh. There it is. No. No. Rejection. Oh. Rejection. This could be it. It's having a hard time breaking, guys. There it is. There it is. It's a slow break. It's a slow break. But it's breaking. Looks disingenuous. Looks disingenuous, yeah. Let's see. Done trading, was up 154, but just gave back 50% of your profit. Now up 53 on the day. We'll watch from sidelines. Okay. Good call, Sauger. I might be joining you here in a minute. It's trying to push. Starbucks is trying to push. Again, it's a daily breakout level, so. But nothing. It's trying. Gets bought up very little, but then retraces. It's a very, very, very slow grind here. Very slow grind. This might be an okay place to get in if the SPY continues to fail. I'm going to go ahead and take a short here, and I'll get out if I have to. Okay, taking half off there. If this goes, this is going to go. So I got to be quick. SPY is sinking pretty hard though. Get a full-blown retracement back to $72 on this. Yep. There we go. See if we can get another move through 72.50. Otherwise, I may just come out. See if we can break down through 50. See, what's it looking like here? There we go. Come on. Come on. Waiting for that break to 50. If we don't get it, obviously I've got to get out. But the SPY isn't holding up too well. It's holding up a little bit. SPY looks like it's getting crushed. It's coming back through that daily level. So I'm wondering if it could take Starbucks with it. But Starbucks is strong kind of on its own right now. So SPY is weak. Starbucks is remaining strong. SPY is failing. Starbucks is looks like it might be going on a tear. Need to see a breakdown through 50, 72.50. SPY is still weak. There we go. Come on, can we get that breakthrough 50? We can get that breakthrough 50. Having a really tough time here, guys. Man, Starbucks is fighting it. It's fighting it. It is fighting it. Need to get this. Oh, there's the break. There's the break. Almost glad I didn't add because it did not look like a clean break. Let's see if we can get a little. Didn't mean to take it there. 72.59 took off half. So just gonna put, let's see, get out the other 50 at 72.88. So is that right? That'd be good. 72.88, yeah. I'll even say 72.85. Stop limit. The limit would be 90, I guess. Okay. Oh, Disney is getting sold off. So same stop, yeah. There it goes. Man, missed my. Let's see, did I miss it? Let's see if we can get a little bit of a pullback. See if we can do this. Break through 105. Can break through 105. Come on. Okay, gonna come out a little. Consider adding back to it. Might be chop here. So we got 100 at 105.05. I think we're gonna break it. So I'm going to kind of try to remain in this trade and just add to it if it comes up. SPY's getting a little bit of a pullback here. It's okay. Okay, there's that. There we go. Can we come up a little more? 75 is probably where I want to. There it is. See if we get a fill. So now if it comes above that, it's probably, well, okay, got filled at 70. Okay. Love to see SPY get a rejection here. We got 200 at 105.37 average. Going to try to hold on to that. We'll buy them here just in case. Buy them at 105.17. Just in case. And then I've got another order here. Okay, I'm going to get out there. And what I'm going to do is, just to re-up my position, guys, I want to make sure that this gets a follow through. I want to make sure it doesn't bounce back. So I'm going to go in pretty aggressively at the break of 105. We're going to say 300 shares, stop limit. As soon as it taps 105.04, sell. And then I'm going to pick up 150 of those. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, gonna unload some. Was teetering around too much. 104.82. Man, this is having a really hard time. Very whippy right now. Very whippy right now. But I think it's going. It is following the SPY. So I don't know, guys. It is kind of following the SPY around a little, but I'm going to try to be patient with it. Where does that bid keep coming up? 1004, 104.90. There we go. Okay, that's a good move. See if we can get a continuation. There we go. We'll consider removing half down in the 50s if we can get it. I'll throw it on the bid. Let's see, 75 at 104.57, 56. See if we can get that. There we go. We got that fill there. And I'm just going to try to ride this other 75 shares as long as I can. Obviously, you know, if it pulls back, I'll want to get out probably. I don't know. The SPY is weak though, so I'd be more inclined to add to it. See how Starbucks is doing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove 25 shares. $71.75. See if we can get the fill there. Should get the fill there. Wow. Come on. Oh, come on. You're gonna make, oh my gosh. It looked like it went down and it didn't even, come on. Well, I'm keeping that there. I should be able to get 25, a fill on those 25. There we go. Okay, so we're doing good. Out half, putting a stop at it. Oh, okay. What's up, Yoni B? All right, sorry, man. I have not been paying attention to the chat like I should be. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to manage these two here. I think Starbucks could potentially, I don't know. It could see a move. Let's see. Where do we pick it up? 72.80. So I'd say 71. I'll take the other 25 at 71.40, or I'll put in a stop. I'll just continue to follow it. Let's see. Let's say 70.80. I'm going to be ambitious. 70.80. I'm going to be a little ambitious here. Okay, and then Disney looks like it's coming back, so Disney's making a comeback. Okay, so we want to buy those 75 shares back. Where do we get in? 04? So can we get it back to 84? Just to make a little profit on them? Can we get it back to 84? Can I get filled there? There we go. Okay, so I'm all out on Disney and Starbucks. I'm gonna give it a shot. Man, I wish I had went in with so many more shares, but Starbucks is dangerous. I mean, it can whip real fast. I've gotten burned on Starbucks before, so let's see. Might be doing what BA did the other day, squeeze shorts then dump. Yeah, Fed chair is supposed to be speaking right now. I don't think the market is liking what he's saying. Okay, out half, putting stop at 106. Nice trading, Matt. Thanks for the call. I was in there with you. Good job, Yoni B. Good job. Hopefully you did better than I did. But I feel good about it. I feel good about it for sure. You know, like I said, I mean, this was top of my watch list this morning, as you can see, and what caught my attention first off was, you know, all this pre-market activity. It came out, it tried to break out of the high, couldn't do it, got sold off, came up again, you know, excuse me, so that was post market, and then came up again in pre market and couldn't break it. Major sell off, came up, and then, you know, it was just basically lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and it was just kind of like, man, this is the perfect setup for me. This is the perfect setup for me. And honestly, I wish was a little bit more aggressive with it. I wish when I saw it coming down and getting rejected here, I would have went ahead and gotten in up here, but I didn't. I wanted to let it play out a little bit. I wanted to try to be, you know, a little more patient with it. So SPY is kind of losing, so we might get another move down here. I might take one more little scalping trade. Okay, let me try it there. See if we can get it. Let's just see. Let's be patient with it. So where did I get it? At 50? We should be able to get down to the 40s or the 30s, excuse me. SPY's pulling, guys. I don't see why. I don't see what the deal is here. So it's making me a little nervous. I'm considering coming out half. Okay, I'll buy 100 there at 58. There we go. So I'm out 100. Added liquidity to the order book, so I feel good about that. Okay, it's getting a little bounce back. So is this genuine though? Is this genuine? SPY's getting bought up, so it's following SPY. It's following SPY. US oil is getting bought up. Okay, I may need to, I'm going to come out. May need to come back out again. There must be some kind of news that just hit. But let's see how genuine it is. Thanks, Yoni B. Yeah, I think it's a solid pattern. I think it's a solid pattern. Although pretty much giving back my gains on it. Not too much though. Okay, well, SPY is getting bought up, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a chance to work itself out. Okay, Starbucks reclaimed VWAP, so I'm going to go ahead and take off those last 25 shares at 71.80 if it'll snap back enough. So we're gonna get out of there. We're gonna get in here. Gonna go back to Disney. Now it looks like it looks like a buy up, but okay, all out on Starbucks. Made about 50 bucks on that trade, so not bad. We're up 217.51 on the day. I'm gonna give Disney a little bit of opportunity to work itself out here. I am actually thinking about adding, but I'm watching SPY because SPY is coming back up to this the pre-market level, the pre-market highs of 278.67. Actually, let me put it up a little bit more. It's actually 278.76. So it's coming up. It's coming up to VWAP. So if this is a genuine buy up, obviously I'm going to have to get out. SPY looks like it wants to break VWAP. This is okay, US oil's getting bought up pretty hard. I mean, US oil is on a tear, guys. So, all right, it might be good. I'm going to have to take a loss, unfortunately, but it might be good for me to get out just until I see what's really going on here. I do not, I mean, last thing I want to do is get caught in some massive market buy up while I'm short. So, yeah, Sagar, do you know if the news came out for oil? Man, I should have built a position. Really should have built a position. Hindsight's 2020, but I don't, you know, I've got US oil up on one chart, my trading view chart. I've got the SPY up on another chart here on another secondary monitor, and so I don't, you know, I don't know what's happening. I want to be very, very careful right now. Sagar hasn't heard anything. Okay. Now, it did get a rejection off of the daily level that it broke earlier. So I'm going to try to be patient and see if I'll go ahead and come out half. I hate doing that, but I'm going to see if SPY comes up to that level. Yeah, it could be anticipation. Yoni B, good call. Could definitely be anticipation. I am actually considering adding right now. Well, maybe not. Oil's going on a tear, guys, which means that, I mean, Oxy, yeah, CVX. See what Zoom's doing. It's kind of quiet in the world of Zoom. Boeing. Okay. Starbucks. Okay. So SPY looks like it's getting a rejection off that level. Let's check on APA. Okay. So it was I did set an alert for it to alert me when it broke through 1918. I think I set it for 1920. So that actually would have been a good trade if I had jumped on that, but oh well. Disney's whippy. SPY's getting crushed though. It's a brief crushing. It's not a huge crushing, but it's a brief crushing. Could be a solid rejection. Let's see how much of a pullback we get here. Okay, I may start to add. So I'm going to average in. I got 50 shares at 104.75. probably not the time. But we are still under the 5 EMA. Got rejected there, so feel okay with it. US oil is getting massively bought up. Okay, SPY looks like it wants to push. So if SPY comes above that daily level, I am going to have to get out. Stop over 153.80, Yoni. Very tiny position. Okay, cool. So oil's continuing to get bought up. SPY is breaking back up through VWAP. Only question right now is, can it hold? Can it hold? And if it can, then, obviously I don't want to be stuck in this position. So may have to take another little bit of a loss here. Okay, I'm going to come out half my shares. So we've really been going back and forth from this, 175 mark. I mean, I was basically up 175 at the start of the day. So I would really like to see Disney get a fail off of this, or SPY get a fail off of this line. This is an important daily level right here, 279.34. If SPY breaks out through this, I'm going to want to be completely out of all positions. If SPY starts to come back down, then I think we will, be in, kind of wrapped up in a little bit more of a bearish sentiment. And it looks like it's coming up, guys. So I may end up getting out of this trade on Disney. Unless it gets a rejection there. And it could. So I'm going to move that out of the way here, and hopefully you guys have that pulled up on your charts as well. Well, it's getting a little bit of a rejection, but let's just see. Okay, SPY's getting a rejection. It's coming back down through VWAP. May consider adding again. Wow. Just got bought up real quickly. Come on, what are you going to do, SPY? You going to sell? You going to break out over that daily level? I'm watching, guys. It's hovering, but it looks like it wants to come down. Looks like it wants to come down, but it's having a really hard time maintaining below VWAP. On the 1 minute chart, that is. Let me zoom out and let's see. Let me look at the 2 minute. Wow. It's looking very bullish on the 2 minute and the 5 minute. So I may have to get out of this. Yeah, it just broke. I want to see if it can stay over it. Okay, let's see if I can put in an order at 51, 52 to come out those 25 shares. Otherwise, I may consider just adding, bringing my average up, and then getting out. SPY did break out up through that level. It's like everything's waiting to see what SPY does. I'll buy it at 46. SPY's getting bought up. Disney is seeing a little bit of divergence. So let's see if we can get it at 41. It's interesting that Disney's starting to pull back now. It's interesting. See if we can get out at 41. Come on, Disney. Close. Gonna move it to 31. SPY looks like it's getting a little pullback. And if there's already divergence with Boeing, or with Disney, excuse me. Have I been calling this Boeing? Yeah, we should be able to come down to 30. We should be able to. If SPY gets a pullback here, I don't see why we couldn't come down to 30. So oil deal finished. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for the heads up, Sagar. Just gonna leave this up here. All right, so SPY is kind of still teetering around that level. It looks like it's getting bought up. Um, so no, it's breaking that level again. It's breaking that level. So I may be able to bring this down to, let's even bring it down to 21. See if we can get it at 21. Maybe even 11. Well, SPY's getting bought right back up. Okay, looked like it was going to work out there for a second, but all right, I'm going to move it back to 31. Move back to 31, see if we can get it to come back to 31. Yeah, Disney is pretty much doing everything that SPY tells it to right now, so SPY's getting bought up quickly, Disney's getting bought up quickly. SPY's starting to pull, let's see, is it starting to pull back? It's breaking back down through some levels, selling off. It's a little chop fest right now. So it's pulling back. SPY has a breakout here. I'm just going to have to get out. And SPY looks like it's having a breakout. So, all right, so much for that. See if we can fish it out at 51. See if we can at least get 51. 102.08. That's interesting. We got a big order sitting down there at 102. 102.08. That can be a bearish signal, but I don't know, guys. Where did that candle start? This is still hovering around this area, and it doesn't want to come down. The big question is, and I hate that we have to constantly ask this question, but the big question is what is SPY going to do? Because every single time SPY looks like it wants to move up, Disney does as well. I mean, normally I would say Disney is, going to provide some really good shorting opportunities. We didn't really find any kind of, real support. It does have room to move down to the 102s, you know, even the 101s. This is a much better area of support. Um, we're we're forming a descending wedge, although it looks like it could be breaking out of that. So that's the only thing, but it's remaining below VWAP. There doesn't seem to me be much volume on it. Um, but here's the thing. Again, if the SPY all of a sudden wants to go on some massive tear, am I going to get squeezed out, just senselessly squeezed out on market buying pressure, just because Disney doesn't know how to have a mind of its own right now? And the answer may be yes. The answer may be yes, but I mean, this by all intents and purposes should be a pretty bearish move. But again, what's the SPY gonna do? What's the SPY gonna do? That's the the magic question. So I do like that there's that big bid down there at 102. I'm going to go ahead and add to my position here. And would be very interested in seeing if we could finally make a move down and even crush it below 105. SPY's getting a little bit of a buy up there, so we'll see. But if it can come down, I mean, we should be good. Be very interesting to see where this goes from here. Be very interested to see. Now it is falling in sympathy with the SPY. SPY is making a retracement to VWAP. So, I mean, that's a good look for this stock. And SPY pulls back, Disney pulls back. So, I don't know. So here's the thing, guys. As long as SPY doesn't make any kind of crazy move up, I'm going to try to stay in this trade and see if we can get a break down below 104.38. And I do have to go, so I've got to kind of cut the live stream short. I've got a conference call at 11 o'clock with my other job here, so unfortunately I can't stick around as long as I normally would like to. But either way, we're doing well on the day, and so I'm gonna try to hold this as long as I possibly can and make this a $300 day if possible. Let me see. Let me see if I can throw something on the bid here. Okay, I'm going to take half off there. So I'm up 201, and I'll put my stop at the break of this candle here. So, and I'll let the rest ride. And we'll see what we get on those 63 shares. I mean, if this can move, and I will consider adding here at 104.38 if I'm not on my conference call by then. If I do see this, I'll consider adding. I'll have to watch the SPY to make sure, but I will set the break at 105.16. So stop limit 105.21. So that's, worst case scenario, I'll break even on those last 63 shares. So the SPY is, as you can see, it is bouncing off of this daily support level. I think that's a daily support. I'll have to go back and double check, but it's a level of support nonetheless, and you can see it's bouncing right off of it. And if it comes up and breaks past all of this, I'm probably going to get stopped out on my Disney trade. If it continues to make a move down and starts breaking down through these levels, then I should do all right. I should be able to maintain in Disney. So anyway, guys, yeah, had a good time with y'all today. And yeah, you're welcome, Yoni B. You're welcome, Work Diver. And thank you guys for joining me once again here. I feel good about this. We're going into a 3-day weekend with, a solid enough win. And so I'm excited about that. But yeah, you're welcome, Sagar. It's good seeing you too. And thanks for keeping us posted on the news, the oil news and all that. All right, you guys have a good rest of your day. I will post the recap later, and I will try to come back at you with another episode of The Trader's Mind here in this next 3-day weekend. So looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday. Y'all take care and enjoy your Good Friday and Easter Sunday. All right, we'll see you. You too, John. Take care.